Today we're going to talk about how to do the kinetic energy and potential energy virtual lab. First of all, you will need to weigh your cart. You'll use a spring scale, and the scale will stretch down because of the weight of the cart. You'll see here that here's 125 and here's 150. So this line right here is somewhere between these two values. There are 25 points between 125 and 150, and there are 5 lines. 25 divided by 5 means each line is 5 points. So this is 125, 130, 135, 140. So this cart weighs 140 grams. You'll put it into your chart at the bottom of your lab paper, but be careful, they want it to be in kilograms. So to convert to kilograms, take your grams and divide by 1,000. So instead of 140, it's 0.140 kilograms, both here and here. You don't have to write kilograms because it's already been written at the top of your chart. Next, we need to get the mass of the cart with the weight. This weight, as you can see, is 500 grams. Add that to the weight of the cart, which is 140, and you get 640 grams. Once again, divide by 1,000, and you get 0.640 grams, and you'll put it here and here. The mass of the cart with the weight, both times. Next, you will place 2 books under a board to create a ramp, like this picture right here. You'll measure the height of the books in centimeters, and then divide by 100 to convert to meters. So here is the ruler, and you'll notice it's 6 or 7 point something. Let's get a close-up here. When you read your ruler, here's 6 and here's 7, and there are 10 lines between, so each one is 0.1. So this is 6.5, 6.6, 6.7, 6.8. Wait a minute, it's halfway between 6.8 and 6.9. Well, then record 6.85. But be careful, it's got to convert to meters. 6.85 divided by 100 gives you 0.0685. Keep all of those numbers, please. That will go in the bottom chart here, because this is the height when you have 2 books. Now you need the length of the ramp. I just laid a meter stick down on it, and you'll notice that the length of the meter stick is greater than 90, so this is actually 100 centimeters. Divide by 100, so it's exactly 1 meter. This will be the length of the ramp every time, so record 1 meter in all 4 of these boxes. So trials 1, 2, and 3. Every time you do a lab, there's always some uncertainty in your data. So especially if you are timing something and trying to get the timing just right with your stopwatch. The best way to fix this is to do the exact same experiment 3 times and average your data so that you have the best calculations possible. So we rolled the cart down the hill. Notice that the front wheels are exactly on this pencil line, which is 1 meter from the end of the cart. We let the cart go and let it roll down the hill, and the cart took 2.25 seconds, 2.52 seconds, and 2.36 seconds. That was trial 1, 2, and 3. So put those values here in the top chart on your lab paper. Next, you need to get the average of those 3 trials. So to get an average, add together all 3 values, hit the equals button, and then divide by 3. And place this number here under time of the empty cart with 2 books. Do the same thing for the cart with the weight in it on 2 books. Record the time it takes for the cart to roll down the hill, average it, and put your answer here. Now we're going to work on 5 books. Measure the height of the books in centimeters, convert to meters by dividing by 100, and put your height here, and here, because both of these have 5 books underneath them. Now, when I did trials 7, 8, and 9, I had a problem. One of my values was very far away from the other 2. When that happens, you know that something went wrong. Either I forgot to hit reset, or I let it run too long, or maybe the wheels got stuck and the cart didn't roll as fast as it should have. No matter what happened, this is called an outlier. It lies outside the normal range of the other numbers. Therefore, we can throw out the outlier and just do the lab one more time and use this value instead. So this, and this value are the 3 times you'll put in here, and you will completely ignore the 2.66 seconds. Average your values. Then one more time, you'll use a cart with a weight this time, sitting on a ramp with 5 books. Average that as well. So by now, the last 3 columns for velocity, kinetic energy, and potential energy should be empty, and all the rest of the bottom chart should be filled in, and the entire top chart should be filled in. Watch the next video to see how to do the calculations and how to answer the questions.